All right, there we go. Now we got audio. Sorry about that. We're a little late getting going. Swim meet ran a little long. It was senior night over there as well as we're wrapping up the regular season. Some of our final regular season events is that one's going to go off far side throw to Medford. We'll try and catch you up at halftime on what we missed, but Pines has the 1-0 lead, looking to maybe pull a little bit of an upset here as Pines clears that one out on a cold night. Medford's clinched pretty much everything. Only thing left would be an undefeated conference season. That's all they have left on the line tonight. They have, like I said, they've clinched pretty much everything else. Actually, check that. That's out for a Medford corner. They've clinched the 1 seed. They've clinched the conference title. That one swung in. That one's going to be headed out, headed back in by Medford. That one's going to come down to Northland Pines, but that one's going to be cleared out. I think actually a Medford player giving that one a kick. Medford trying to reset. Grip and Trug will get that one up here. Trying to settle that one down, but it's going to come forward. And Seidel will have it here right in front of us. Seidel breaking that one back across the middle. Didn't get a chance to really look over the roster too well for Northland Pines, so I'm going to do the best I can on that. Seidel with it here. Seidel, a little lead pass. That one's going to come in. Rudolph, that one blocked down. Rudolph still had it for a second, had it taken away. Chance there for the Raiders. Eric Nagel getting that one away, and that throw is going to come all the way out here to midfield. And it will be a Medford throw. Actually, a little shorter midfield than I thought. Seidel will take it. That one knocks down. A little slip on the turf. Finds his way through. Grip and Trug had it for a second. That'll come all the way back out. Seidel will have it here on the near side. Seidel pushing that one forward. Little tip off the foot, and that's going to go out of play as we try and make sure we can get that corner in here for you. And get everything situated. Like I said, did not have a whole lot of time to get ourselves situated in here tonight. As some substitutions gives us a chance to do that. That's about as good as we're going to get for the half. Try and center everything situated here in just a moment. There we go. That should get us the... Oh, still, oh, that's why, because you got the window in. Take the window in. Oh, while there's a discussion here. There we go. Can't quite see the corner flag. Still a pause here. Not sure what's going on. Somebody might be a goalie substitution. Or something for Northland Pines. There we go. Now we get the corner flags. Thank you guys for bearing with us a little bit on this one. Goalkeeper putting a jacket on. Can't see a numbers. Not sure if it's still Nagel. Looks about the same build. Throw comes in from Northland Pines. That's going to get headed out of bounds. That would be it. Too close to the Medford color. He had to put something on over the top to clarify. That would make sense why it was a bit more of a delay. It's kind of a reddish color there. So as we try and find, there we go, find the clock for you guys as well. We'll get that squared away if we get a little bit of a rest break. Actually, this might help. Trying to get ourselves situated here in a hurry. There we go. 10:35 gone by. 1-0 Pines as that one's going to try and thread the needle. Not there. Swing that one out. That one's going to get knocked through. Foot raised to the ball, and Pines will have to send it out the side. Throw for Medford in a dangerous spot. Seidel will come up to take it. Throw comes in. High throw. That one headed down, but right there is Nagel in his windbreaker, so he doesn't look too close to the Medford colors to make sure he is delineated. That one's going to come down. Medford's going to send it right back forward. Takes a bounce through. Right there is Will. Tried to get it to Van Meers, but wasn't there, and Northland Pines will try and build here from the back. Knocked away. That was Van Meers. Van Meers looking. Tries to get around his guy. Can't. That one's going to bounce around a little bit. Come over here. That's going to go out. Medford throw. Try and catch our breath here just a little bit. Throw comes in. That's going to get down into the corner. Bouncing around a bit. Medford has it. They try and center it up. Can't get it through. Good defense there from Pines, and they will send that one out. That one's going to get all the way through, and Jake Dassow is just going to send it back very far over midfield. That's going to come all the way down and into the middle. Battle there for it. Still battling. Still battling. Van Meers knocks it away from one Pines defender. It'll go to another. Now that one's going to go all the way over far side. Knocked away by Medford. Medford building on the far side. They're going to send that one over here near side. That is Grippentrog. Grippentrog, foot race to the ball. He will collect it up. Tries to get around his guys. Passes it through. It squirts through everybody and cleared out by Northland Pines. And Pines quickly trying to get it downfield. Sends it forward, but there will be a Medford defender there, and he will just boot that one into the night sky. That's going to find the gate and squirt out of the field. Reminder, we're back up here again tomorrow night, 7 o'clock. Medford versus Anago. Foul on Medford there. I'm not sure. Medford might have actually taken a ding in seating, depending on how that all works out. We're going to have to clarify things before tomorrow. Amherst forced to forfeit their entire season due to an ineligible player. So as Northland Pines sets up the free kick, Medford, that 50-14 win in week 2 looked really good on the seeding resume, but that one comes in. That one's going to be knocked over. It's going to be a corner. Dassow not quite able to get a hand to it. Corner's going to come from the near side here. See if I can see the number of who's coming over to take that. 17. That is Cody Vochta. Vochta sends that one in. That one knocked down, and that's going to go out the back. And if I'm not mistaken, that should be, and it is a goal kick. Medford looking for at least one here. Try and get it back to a tie before halftime, I'd think. Preferably they want a few more. That one's sent downfield, but it is a less than ideal night to be playing soccer tonight. That is for sure. That one rolling around. That one's still rolling around, taken away. Van Meers kicks that one downfield. That one's still going downfield, still going downfield. And that one is going to get away. And Northland Pines will just send it back. Medford sending it right back down again. On it is Rudolph. Rudolph looking to spin out of some trouble. 8 guys back behind the ball here. Northland Pines happy to sit on this 1-0 lead. They're going to make it absolutely impossible for Medford to get anything at net. Late slide, no call. Ooh. Pines getting away with one there. Van Meers takes a shot, knocked down by Nagel. Still loose in front, Nagel will collect it up. We've seen Van Meers score from that spot a few times this year. One's going to bounce forward. That's going to keep going forward. And that's going to be sent sideways. It's going to not get out of play, but it's going to come off a Pines player and go out the back for a goal kick. Ended up working out better than I think anybody expected. Kick is away. That one's going to bounce around a little bit. That's going to be fielded down. And now working forward. Chipping that one along the far side. Cross comes in. Pass Nagel. Chance here. Shot goes high. Oh, wide open net for Aiden Grippentrog, and it goes high. Nagel came out to try and play that one. Didn't get to it. Oh. And every Pines fan watching it in the stadium took a big sigh of relief on that one. Nagel will send that one out here. And Grippentrog right there with it. Gets spun around. He's going to pass that one into the middle. That is Whiff. Whiff will play that one back for Jimmy. Jimmy passes that one over here on the near side. Little give and go. Trying to get through the middle. Not there. Ball still loose. That'll be chipped out. Said Pines has kept 7-8 behind the ball here. They are not going to let Medford get a run through. Medford's going to have to build something. As that one comes over here near side. Cross is in, but it's going to be cleared out first. That's going to roll all the way back out. Mason Grippentrog will play it here. That one's going to come back in to Aiden Grippentrog. Grippentrog, a little release there for Rudolph. Rudolph crossing play. Just misses the foot of Van Meers, I believe that was, or it might have been Whiff. Looks like, yeah. See if they turn their back. We'll see who that was. Nope, of course not. Nope, that was Van Meers. Header comes in. Chance! Up in the air and knocked over the bar. And they're going to, and it will be a corner. So it was tipped on the way through, had to have been. So Medford with the corner. All of a sudden, Medford able to get some pressure here about the midway point of the first half. So Medford will take the corner from the dark on the far side. You see Grippentrog racing towards the net. This one's going to come up. Header down. It's going to come over here on the near side and out the back for a goal kick. Nice thought, but wasn't quite there. Nagel will set up the goal kick. It's interesting, like we said, Pines has been keeping 7, 8, 9 back behind the ball. They have parked the bus already with a 1-0 lead. Maybe trying to counter, get something deep down to that forward they've got standing there, but again, the kick comes down and Medford right there to collect it. Headed down. Now Pines gets a few people more further forward. That one's going to go out for a throw. That's going to be off of Pines. Medford throw. Short throw. That's going to be knocked back over there. Always hard to see the numbers on that far side. They're going to send that one downfield. Chance here for somebody to get on the end of it. But no, it'll be a Pines player, and he's going to send it back. That's going to go off into the night sky. Throw Medford, and that's going to be way downfield. Matt Fry having to back out of the way as it was right where he was trying to take pictures, but that one will come back over on that far side. Pines willing to put pressure on. This one back over here, and now it's going to be a cross into the box. Pressure comes, knocked out by Nagel, pop back up in the air. Oh, that had danger written all over it for Pines. Seidel on that far side. Seidel looking, he's going to try and turn the corner. Chips one in on the cross. That one's going to be headed out for the moment. Now it was sent back in, knocked out again, sent in high, off the crossbar. The football crossbar, I should say, not the soccer crossbar. Halfway point of the first half, 1-0 Pines. As there's a lot of people staying warm up here tonight, don't blame them. Getting some football finals in. Let's keep an eye on that Rhinelander game as well. Rhinelander, the 2 seed. They would come here 2 weeks from today if everything goes to seed. That one chipped in a little further. That one's going to clear out and out for a throw. Throw comes in. It's going to bounce and it's going to go out the back. That's going to be a corner. Cross comes in, down right into the chest of Nagel. Good play on the corner, but Nagel was there. That one's going to come back down. We try and catch up with the play here. Medford working their way back in. That cross comes in. That's a little too far. I think Van Meers was offside, so he didn't give it much chase, knowing he couldn't touch it. Nagel will pick it up, and he'll bring it out. And give that one a boot. Again, trying to give chase. That one's going to go out for a throw. So Pines throw. They take it quickly. Trying to maybe, now they finally get some people forward. Maybe a chance for Medford to counter, but shut down quickly. Medford, ooh, that one behind the play. They had Grippentrog streaking down the field, but not quite there. Grippentrog will have it. He will play that one off to Seidel. Seidel gives that one a boot forward. Rudolph there, but it'll take a bounce off him. Now coming back. That one's going to come down. There's a little shove. Foul there on number 10, Brandon Bacon. Chance here for Medford. Jimmy will be the one to take the free kick. He's stepping up. Puts a foot through it, coming in towards the net. That one will come off of Pine's head. Bouncing around a little bit there, still bouncing around. Pines will clear it out. Right there is Jimmy, though. Jimmy will slow it down. He'll bring this back the other way, but pressure comes immediately on Seidel. Seidel forced to go the wrong way, gives that one up to Grippentrog. Grippentrog will get that one forward. Grippentrog to Grippentrog. That one squirts through, but it'll be Pines' ball. Pines will just pop that one in the air. Head comes off ahead. Medford will field it way back here on their own half of the field. Getting it ahead. Grippentrog, little give and go with Seidel. Seidel trying to give chase. Seidel getting downfield, needs to get to it before it goes out. That'll come off of a Pines player, and that should be a Medford corner. Medford setting up for the corner. Last corner they had, they almost got one in, but it went right into the chest of Eric Nagel, the goalkeeper. Shield out here to take it. Pressure near the net. Couple players near the net. Swing this one in. Goes over to the far side. That will be headed out. Picked up there by Jimmy. Jimmy can't quite get a foot on it. That one's going to come downfield. That'll be knocked back in for the moment by Medford. Pines able to get it out. Swinging that one far side. That goes out of play. Throw to the Raiders. 15 minutes left here in the half. That one's going to go out for another Medford throw. We'll try and get caught up on everything that's happened. That one cleared out on the far side. Little battle for it there. Taken away. Medford back with it for the moment. Trying to get around the defender. Can't. Center that one up. Lost that one over on the far side. Was a little high. Couldn't quite get the run going. Now that one will be a chase down the sideline. Medford wins it. Picking that one up. They're going to pass that one back out. Ball loose. It'll be cleared out by Northland Pines. That'll go out the side and out for a Pines throw. Braden Moore scores for Rhinelander. They lead 1-0. Some football scores coming in early here. A few extra games here on Thursday night. Obviously, the big one over in Owen, Thorpe Owen Withy tonight. That one battling along that far side, trying to find an opening for a cross, but well guarded there is a Medford defender. They got to play that one back out. See if they can try and reverse field here on this one. Off of a Pines head. That's going to come back down. Bouncing around. Ball loose in the box. Shot towards net just in front of the post. But it looks like it might have been tipped on the way through, so Medford is going to get a corner out of this. So Shield will head to the corner. Shield will swing that one in. Headed off the head, but it's going to roll out the back. Goal kick. Never really threatening on goal. And Pines more than happy to take their time setting this up. You'd think we were approaching the 10-minute mark in the second half, but Pines really packing the area and taking their time. They are happy to sit on this 1-goal lead. That one goes all the way out, and that's going to go out for a Medford throw. Throw comes in. That's going to come back out on that far side. And the cross is going to come in. I think again, that one's going to play back out. Seidel will pick it up here. He will play that one back here along this near side. Back to Seidel. Seidel pressure comes immediately. That was Boxruck. Again, apologize if I'm pronouncing any names wrong. With swim meet, didn't get a chance to sneak out here and talk to some coaches about name pronunciations before the game. That one last touch by Northland Pines, out for a Medford throw. Approaching 12 minutes remaining in the half. Pines still with this 1-0 lead. That one coming forward. Chance here for Medford trying to turn the corner. And they're going to pull out of bounds, and it's going to be a Medford corner. Medford's going to get another corner out of that. Last touch by Pines. Van Meers standing out on the edge of the penalty area. You've got Whiff and Rudolph inside. Now Seidel is going to streak in right in front of the goalkeeper. Shield to take it. Now everybody shuffles around. That one is going to come in. The head. That one's going to go wide, and Nagel will collect it up. Nagel now is going to try and throw that one out quickly, but Jimmy's right there to take that one. Take away any advantage on that play. He will get that one back through to Whiff. Whiff will play that one back to Mason Grippentrog. Go in the middle of Van Meers. Van Meers turns the corner. Van Meers tries to get a ball through. That one's going to go over on the far side. Medford will pick it up there. Medford crossing over. Nice little move there. Still can't get past. There's 7 across that back line. They try and get one through to Van Meers. Not there. Headed up. Headed down again. Chance here. That one's going to swing back in. That's going to spin out. And that'll be a goal kick. Too much spin on that one. That one's sent downfield. That one's going to be cleared out. And fought for, still bouncing around. That one's going to come back down the other way. Knocked away. That one's going to go out of play. Throw to Northland Pines. 10 minutes remaining in the half. Pines the throw. That one's going to come downfield, and that one's going to roll out of bounds. Throw to Medford. Medford takes the throw quickly. Bouncing around there on that far side. Going to try and send that one in. Not there. That one's going to bounce all the way back out. And we will see that one knocked back down going the other way. Chance for Medford as they try and turn the corner, but slowed down. They'll have to play it back. Now taking a shot downfield. That one will be back knocked out. Not sure exactly where it hit. Looked like he tried to use his backside on that one. That one's going to come back around. Shot in, takes a couple deflections on the way through, knocked back out by Northland Pines. Come back over here. Spinning around Seidel. Seidel looking for an opening. That one's going to be knocked out of play. It's going to be a Medford throw. See what Medford sets up here. Throw comes in. That one headed into the middle. Chance over the bar again. That was a nice little head there. I believe that was from Rudolph to Whiff. And Whiff just couldn't quite keep that one down. The risk of those one-time shots like that, you don't get to settle the ball, and it's just however that ball's spinning when it hits your foot. That one's going to be sent right back in. Going to squirt along the far side. That'll roll out. We'll get ourselves another goal kick. Pines will change up. They won't have the goalkeeper take it. That one's going to squirt all the way through. That's going to roll all the way downfield. And that one's going to be sent back along. And now a whistle, and that's going to be a throw, I think. Yep, throw for Northland Pines on that far side, right in front of their own bench. Throw comes in. That's going to be headed down. That's going to squirt all the way through. Pines sending that one back in. Coming back out. And it's going to be a Medford throw up here. So, actually behind the play a little bit. Got fooled out by some players moving around. Now Medford's going to change their thrower. 7.5 to go here, first half. Throw comes in. That's going to take some bounces around, and it's going to be cleared out. Now it's going to come back in. But again, Pines with that long defensive line there. They are not letting any balls through. Medford's going to have to find a solution there. That one gets through the initial challenge. Working their way through. They might have to take some longer shots as that one's going to try and tuck back in. That one's going to go over on that far side, and it's going to be picked up by Nagel. 8 of the 11. 8 of the 10 back deep there for Northland Pines as that one's going to spin out. That'll be a Medford throw. Comes in, and Pines will just clear that one back out. That's going to head off into touch. And the throw comes off the edge of the bleachers. I don't think the ball boy could do that again if he tried. So that one's going to come back into the middle. Knocked away there for a second. Kept in play. Medford trying, but they're like we said, again, everybody back behind for Northland Pines. They are not leaving anybody up. They try and reverse field. Chance here. Trying to settle that one. Cross comes in. Down. Knocked away by Nagel. That's going to be out for the corner. Nagel got a foot to it. That's what Medford needs to keep doing. Reverse field. They are surging everybody towards the ball. 11 inside the box for Northland Pines. Swung up. Header's going to come out. Jimmy's there. He will try and settle it down, but one of the Northland Pines players will get to it first. Jimmy's still trying to settle it down. He gets a push from behind. No call. That'll come out to Grippentrog. Grippentrog will send it along that far side. They've been letting him play pretty well here as that one's going to come forward, but he's offside. Medford offside. So we approach 5 minutes remaining. Sent in. Bouncing all the way through. That's going to go out, and that'll be a Medford throw. Getting the throw in quickly. That one chipped forward. Goes out for another throw. Throw comes in. That's going to miss. Northland Pines throw. Pines will actually, I don't think it ever got in play, so Pines will get to throw it back in. Medford on it for the moment. Pines will send it downfield. Jimmy will be there to collect it. Little battle there. Jimmy will come up with it. Jimmy will chip that one forward just off ahead, but Van Meers is there, but can't get a good foot on it to get it through, but that one's going to be chipped out. That is going to... Turf's going to keep it in play. They go through the legs. Grippentrog goes back through the legs the other way. Van Meers will have it in the middle. Van Meers crossing that one up, knocked away. And cleared out. Jimmy's there. Jimmy passes that one over. They're going to look to maybe build along that far side, giving chase. Ball comes out, and that's going to be another corner. If you count the goalkeeper, right now 11, again, 10 in the box for Northland Pines. They have 100% parked the bus. They will spin this one in. Coming out, header! Just, oh, looked like it might have just missed the post, but that one was well wide. That's going to come all the way out. Jimmy will collect it. Pressure comes immediately. That one knocked away. Surging the other way. That one, there's going to be a little, catches his foot, trying to get to the ball. That will be a free kick for Northland Pines. Now the downside here, Pines has got to surge everybody forward. This might be a chance here for Medford if they can get to this one quickly. Pines playing this one in. If they can dispossess this and convert quickly, that one's going to come down here. Grippentrog into the middle for Jimmy. Need to get this one forward. Oh, had him, but couldn't quite thread the needle, and that one's going to come back, but Medford will take it right back. We're going to try again down this far sideline, but Northland Pines now rushing back. 2.5 to play. Medford looking for a goal here. Would love to get a goal here, but like I said, they've been a second-half team. So that one's going to be a slip there, and that's going to go out the back for a goal kick. They have definitely played much better in the second half than they have in the first. So it'll be interesting to see if Coach Bilodeau can come up with some things. As, a Pines player slips. That's going to give Medford a little bit of a run out here. Chance looking for their options. Trying to get that one in. That's going to be knocked back. That's going to go out back behind. That's going to be a corner. So Medford, another corner here with 1.5 minutes to play. As they wait to get this one. This might be one of the last chances in the half. Well, Medford would love to knock this one in here. Got Seidel, right up there. Cross comes in. Headed down. That's going to be back-headed. Played out. Jimmy will have it. Jimmy. Pressure comes immediately. He's going to send that one in. That's going to go well wide and out for a goal kick. Under a minute remaining here in the half. That one's going to be sent along that far sideline over the top of the Medford player, and that's going to be sent into the night sky. Stays on the field, on the track, I should say. Throw comes in. That one's going to get headed back. Throw comes out. That's going to be knocked back into touch again. 25 seconds. Medford trying to get this one downfield. Another hit into touch. Medford, another kick out. As Northland Pines is very clearly has no interest in trying to advance this ball. That one comes down. That's going to be headed out again. Ball comes in. Chance here. Throw comes in. That'll be headed right back out. Medford a chance. Kick comes in. Goes wide, and that'll be the half. Northland Pines putting Medford on upset alert. They lead 1-0. We'll be back with the second half right after this.
Hey, you know that 30-inch walleye? I feel like he's right out in the center there. He'll be in my cooler in about 10 minutes. Yeah, I brought the old tip shot. You know, biggest walleye always takes a shot. Look at all those ducks out there. Just in case. Time to do the weekly cleaning of the car seat. How is that even possible? Yeah, if you're really good, we can head to the park. Man, she's got a cannon. Well, suppose I should take some extra wide equipment down the freeway at about 30 miles per hour during rush hour, create a Wisconsin traffic jam. So that's Bart, Brett, Aaron, and that one way down there, that's Lambo. Man, all work, no play. Man, the cost of lumber these days. Well, there's about 20 bucks.
Our second teacher tonight is Mr. Sapinski. He was selected by both Jake Dassow and Nick Kowalski. Every time he sees me, he says hello and asks how I'm doing. He's always got a smile on his face when we talk, and is always nice to me. When I'm in one of his classes, if I have a question, he always answers it, and he has me try to figure it out on my own to try to push me to get better. He taught me basic mechanic skills to fix my truck and wear safety glasses while in the shop. Our next teacher is Mr. Bruce Peterson, selected by Braden Wong. Mr. Peterson has shown me how important it is to give everyone a chance because you don't know what they have going on in their life. He has also taught me to get your work done and have fun while doing it. I admire the way he teaches. It makes us feel like he is really here to help us be better people. Thank you, Mr. Peterson. Our next teacher is Mr. Doug Eichmann, selected by Mason Grippentrog. I had Mr. Eichmann for the past 2 years, and he has taught me a lot. Thank you, Mr. Eichmann. Our next teacher tonight is Ms. Gabby Soto, selected by Jimmy Murillo. Thanks to Mrs. Soto, I was able to get on the soccer team at school. She was the one who helped me when I had no idea how to get on the team. And she helped me make the appointment for the sports physical because I wouldn't have that test. I wouldn't be able to play soccer, which I love. She helps me in my classes with every struggle or problem I have. Thank you so much, Miss Gabby Soto. Our next teacher tonight is Mr. Brad Path, selected by Zach Rudolph and Silas Whiff. Zach says, Mr. Path is the most dedicated teacher here at MASH. He stays late nearly every day to help students on any homework they may have. He also takes the time out of his day to get to know students and also shares important moments in his life with his students. Silas says, I have learned a great deal of chemistry and physics in Mr. Path's classes. He's also very easy to talk to and is very willing to help. Very willing to help students even when it's inconvenient for him. Overall, I have enjoyed my time in my science classes. Thank you, Mr. Path. Our next teacher is Mr. Tyler Kotelchek, nominated by Vince Seidel. He's a good family friend and a teacher of my favorite class. Thank you, Mr. Kotelchek. And our final teacher tonight is Mr. Brad Borkhardt, selected by Caden Tessman. Mr. B is always providing extra help in the classroom. If you have a desire to understand something, he'll always be there to explain it. He always pushes you to learn and gain greater knowledge. Thank you, Mr. B. We'd like to say thank you to all the amazing educators here in the Medford School District. The impact you make on all the students, you guys are, each one of you, amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, Raider Nation, let's give a big round of applause for all of our educators.
All right. We are back as we try and catch up with the ball here, trying to get everything sorted in our quick run in here. Teacher Appreciation Night as that one quickly gets down and saved out for a goal kick. One gets downfield. That one's going to be popped up into the air. Whistle. That's going to be a foul on Medford. Or excuse me. I forgot to change the direction. Foul on Northland Pines. Medford will have it. They're going to play it along the far side. That is Seidel. Seidel's just going to give that one a boot. Coming down the field, Nagel's there. He will clean that one up. Think they might almost have to use that Rhinelander move. Just boot that one down the field and hope your guy can get on the end of it first. As Pines now looking to convert back over. That one's going to come over here near side. Pines a little more offensive pressure here than we've seen most of that first half. They were keeping everybody back. Maybe realizing Medford was starting to find a way through it. Medford gets that one away. They're going to have to play it back. One working its way along. That'll end up on the hands of Nagel. That one booted downfield. That one will be headed back out. Working his way in. Working. Medford again on it, but well marked there. They're going to leave that one off. Working his way up here is Kowalski. I believe that's Kowalski, 12. Yep, Nick Kowalski. That one's going to go out the side and out for a goal kick. Medford again getting good pressure forward, just not quite able to find its way through as that one's going to come out. That's going to roll off a foot, but Medford will send it right back in. That one's going to get right to Nagel. Nagel will pick it up. That one sent downfield. That's going to get over here near side. That one popped forward. Still working its way through. That one's going to roll around. That one's going to come back out. Fighting for it here. Looking. That one's going to get crossed over. Chance here for Medford if they can settle this one down. The cross comes in. Loose out in front. Knocked down by Medford. They have to pass it out, though. Nothing there, and Northland Pines will clear the area. That's going to go out right in front of their bench. Throw comes in. In the middle, that one's going to come through, and now battle for it on that far side. Still a battle for it. Northland Pines will take it away. They're going to bring that one back out. Pines fighting forward. That one's going to come all the way down the field. Medford will just have to clear that one off into touch. Pines a little bit of pressure here, but Medford a chance to streak the defense back. That one off the foot. That is not going to be able to be kept in play. That'll be a Medford throw. Takes the throw quickly. Shield has it. Shield working right down the sideline. Shield boots that one forward. Takes a bounce off the Pines player. He will send that one right back the other way. Squirts through everybody and now sent back this way, and that's going to go out of play. That'll be a Northland Pines throw. That one knocked out. Another Pines throw. Throw comes in. That one's going to squirt all the way through. Bouncing over here. And Medford can't keep it in play. Another Pines throw as Pines is able to keep significant amounts of possession here early in the second half. Switching strategies a bit now to more of a possession, and that's going to be a slip, and it's going to be a free kick to Northland Pines. Chance here. Stepping up is Vochna. That one's going to come through, and that's going to sail over everybody and out the back for a goal kick. 5 minutes into the second half. Pines with the lead, 1-0. That goal coming before we were able to get on air. Less than 2 minutes into the game. This has a lot of feel like that Mosinee game we saw last Tuesday, where Medford got that goal 2.5 in, and then both teams playing really good defense, not allowing anything through. As that one played back Van Meers. Van Meers looking. He's going to give that one a push. That'll get fielded by Shield. Shield will play it back for, I believe that's Kowalski. Kowalski's going to boot that one downfield. Northland Pines there. They're going to get that one out. That one knocked back in, but Pines will send it. It's going to go around and out the side. Throw comes in. That's going to go out for another throw. Still battling over there. Medford trying to find that cross. They'll play it back. Now they'll play it back forward. That's going to go out for Pines' throw. That one's going to roll around. Still rolling around. That's going to tuck just inside. Pines running down the field with it. And that's going to be a whistle and a foul. Player fouled, slow to get up. That is a hard turf when it gets cold. So free kick for Pines right in front of the Medford bench. Pines swinging that one in. Headed out. Medford will be off for a week. They're back out here next Thursday. They will host the winner of Mosinee. They will host the winner. I got to look that up now. Merrill Anago. Mosinee Wapaka will be waiting. Winner of Mosinee Wapaka will be waiting for him on Saturday. As that one gets through, knocked away. Almost had a chance there. It's been the story as Kowalski will send that one forward. That's going to get down. Chance here. Shield pulls it back. Now takes the shot. Knocked through a couple feet. That's going to be cleared out. Medford gets it back here near midfield. Jimmy will have it in the middle. Jimmy plays that one off to the far side. Round his guy. Streaming forward again is Medford. Trying to find that opening in the middle. Chance. Shot. Off his own player. Just right there. It was a right move by, I believe that was Van Meers. But just didn't quite find it, and that's going to be out for a Northland Pines throw. On a cold and wet night. It's been raining off and on all day. Just not quite as miserable as some of the games we've had. As I look over about that Rhinelander one last year for the girls, but the 40-mile-an-hour winds and the snow really made that for an interesting game as that one finds its way through in the middle. Chance here, but Nagel gets down to it. So that one comes over here on the near side. That one fought for. It's going to be knocked away by Medford. Jimmy will have it. Jimmy looking, trying to get past his guy, knocked away for a moment. Right there is Kowalski. That's not Kowalski. They'll get chipped back to Kowalski. That's Shield. Now ahead for Shield. But he's going to get slowed down by a defender. Battle for it here. A couple Medford players there. They get through it, but that's going to be kept in. That's going to bounce around a little bit. That's going to be out for a Pines throw. One pops back up. Now still bouncing around in there. And Medford will have it. That is Van Meers. Van Meers gets that one out to Jimmy. Jimmy's going to send that one over to the far side. Chance here for Medford. Medford building. They're going to try and get that one in. It's knocked back out. Medford will get it back. Pressure comes immediately from that defense, trying to get it back into the middle. That'll be taken away by Pines into their bench throw. Medford. And that throw comes in. That's going to be headed down. Chipped up into the middle. That's going to come down. Nagel will make the catch on the punt. 30 minutes to go. That one sent downfield. Misses the head. That one's going to bounce around. Medford will end up with it. Medford working down that far side. That one's going to be taken away for the moment. Chipped over. And now quickly streaking downfield is Northland Pines, and that's going to be a foul. So Northland Pines will get a free kick in a dangerous spot. One chipped over everybody. Still loose in front. Still loose in front. Still loose. Battling for it. Now here a chance. That one's going to come in. Right there is Jake Dasso. Jake shuts that one down. Booted downfield. That one's going to fly over everybody. Battling for it here. It's going to back up to Van Meers. Van Meers gives that one off Rudolph. Rudolph looking. Tries to thread the needle to Van Meers. Van Meers has to play it back. Gets it over far side. That one trying to squirt through. That's going to go through everybody out the back. That is going to be a goal kick. Goal kick. Midfield, nice goal kick. Lands right on the foot of one of his fellow players. Excuse me, fighting through everything. That one's going to come back. Bouncing around, Medford back on it. Medford looking to build up an attack. That one's going to get chipped down. Foot raised to the ball. Can they get it before it goes out? Nope, that's going to go out the back for a goal kick. That's a ball in a normal night Medford usually is able to get on the end of. That low downfield. That's going to come back through. Fighting for it, Medford. Pressure comes immediately, trying to get around his guy. Knocked away for a moment. That's going to get passed over here to Shield. Shield. Into the arm, no call there. That one's going to come back out. Medford, nobody for Northland Pines really giving that much chase. They're all too far back defending. That one's going to come up. That one's going to be sent forward. And now the flag comes up for offside. Going to come over here near side. That one's going to get sent downfield. Back across in the middle. Now the pass is going to come down here. That one's going to get sent out. It's going to be battled for. And now a whistle, and that's going to be a foul on Medford. Sending that one in. Ball comes down. That one's going to sail off into the corner. Medford's going to guide it. And now clock's going to stop. I think we're going to see a card on that one. Reach into the pocket. Yep, that is going to be a yellow. So the yellow card on that, that'll be, I think, more for the delay. So clock will stop, 54:28 left. See if Medford can find that equalizer, at least force it to penalties. Medford 2-0 in penalty shootouts this year. That one sent forward. That's going to take a bounce. Pines has it. Pines building on that far side. That's going to go out of play. Throw to Pines. Throw comes in. Medford has it. Pressure comes immediately. Pines takes it away for a moment. Medford has it back, but it's going to roll out for a throw. Pines throw. Gets that throw in. And that's going to go out for another throw. Throw comes in. That's going to roll around a bit. Medford's going to try and clear this one out. They're going to get it forward. That one's going to be sent through, but right there is a Pines player to shut that one down. Had a chance. That one will be knocked away again for a moment. Medford on it. Now that one, that's going to be a foul on Medford. So Pines will take the free kick. Over here, that one headed over. Medford chips that one ahead. Foot race to the ball. That'll be sent back in by Northland Pines. That is going to have to be played by Medford back here. Medford just sending it back out. Northland Pines wins the battle for it. They're going to get that one in. Coming down the sideline. That one's going to be sent forward, and that's going to go out. Goal kick. We approach 20 minutes remaining. Medford needs to find that goal, at least one. Force it to penalties, at least have a chance to win it on penalties. You'd like two, but Northland Pines is not going to make it easy. They have pretty much resigned themselves to, if they can, winning 1-0. That one's going to work down that far sideline. Pressure comes immediately. Trying to find the cross. Gets that one swung through, but that's going to be cleared out. And that one will be popped forward. Out here, that'll be collected up. Gets through, but Pines will have it. Medford right back on it. That one fighting through. Jimmy will have it. Jimmy gets it over here near side, but knocked away, but right there is Shield. Shield leaves that one off for Kowalski. Kowalski running down the sideline, now finally gets some pressure. Slows that one down. Loses possession. That one's going to come back in the middle, but taken away by Jimmy. Jimmy streaking down the middle. Jimmy looking at his options, tries to get that one through. Finds Van Meers. Van Meers gets swarmed. That one comes back out for Jimmy. Jimmy's going to put a foot through it. Right there is Nagel. Eric Nagel right there to clean that one up. Again, Medford starting to put that pressure on, finding that way through, and they're going to have to find something, because this is something that a lot of teams are going to think about. Get an early goal, park the bus, especially once you get into the playoffs and you start seeing teams for the third time. That one through, that one's going to bounce back out. And Northland Pines fighting their way through. That one's going to be sent back. Northland Pines on it, but that's going to go out for the Medford throw, and we'll get some substitutions. Throw comes in. That'll be sent back, kept in by Medford. Medford looking down that far sideline, trying to find an option. Foot race on the ball. If nothing else, maybe trying to draw the foul. Nothing there. That one's going to come out. Medford will let that one sneak through. Medford will get it. That's Jimmy. Jimmy will get it over here near side for Kowalski. Kowalski looking. He's going to send that one downfield. Little too far. Nagel will collect it up. At some point, somebody's going to end up on the end of one of those with a chance. They got a few in the first half, but so far just haven't been able to do it here in the second. So that one's going to be sent high in the air. Headed back over. Little battle for that one. Still fighting for it. Still fighting for it. That one's going to come forward. And now Medford streaking forward again. That one chipped forward. Chance here. Shot is going to go high. Had a chance there, but that was going to be a tough one at full speed. As we cross the hour mark, 20 minutes for Medford to find a goal. Forward, that one's going to be sent over here near side. Directed over, nice little direction on the chest play. Jimmy will have it. Jimmy looking, trying to get past his guy, has to play it off. Far sideline, Medford looking to build. They're going to get that one through. Two Pines defenders close down quickly. And that's going to be a trip, and that's going to be a free kick just outside the penalty area for Medford. Chance here for the Raiders, basically almost a corner. You know, maybe run some of your corner plays. See what they try and do here. Van Meer's on the back side of this. That one's going to go too far over everybody out the back. Goal kick. Little warning from the official to get moving. From Upper Northland Pines, they've definitely been in let's see how much time we can spend mode. Not a bad strategy here, as that one's going to be tucked inside. Pines is forced to just send it out. Throw here deep in Pines territory for the Raiders. Not faulting Pines for the strategy, but the official doing his job, telling him, hey, get that moving along. That one, they try and clear that one out, can't. Pines fighting for it. Medford slows that one down. They're going to bring it back the other way. That one's going to get chipped forward. Ball loose in front. That one's going to be sent out to bounce up, and that's going to go out the back. That should be a Medford corner. So Medford will get the corner. They've had some good corner plays as the fans really start getting into it. You can see it on the camera shaking a little bit. Stepping up, swinging that corner in. It's a good one. Ball loose in front. Still loose in front. Shot goes just side of the bar. They're going to say another corner. Hit a Pines player on the way through, so Medford will get another corner now from this side. Fans and even a few players clamoring for a handball on that one. No call. Shield will move across the field. He'll swing this one in. That one headed up. Chance here, pop back over, but right there is Nagel. Cleans that one up. That one will be sent downfield. Popping up. That's going to come over here, and that's going to go out for a Pines throw. Substitution here. Throw comes in short. That's going to go out of play. Throw Medford. Van Meers quickly had to take it, but he's going to give that one off to Kowalski. Kowalski waiting. Now he's going to give that one a long throw. That's going to tuck around for Whiff. Whiff trying to thread the needle, not there. That one's going to bounce around, headed forward. Still bouncing. Still bouncing. And that That one's going to come back down. That's going to come over here for Kowalski. Kowalski looking. Kowalski still gets it through the traffic. Gets that one in the middle. That'll be played back. Jimmy will collect it up on his own half. Jimmy into the middle. Van Meers, little touch there. Gets it past his guy. And the slide there. And that's not, they're not going to call anything. Van Meers is down hurt. Van Meers is down hurt. Finally gets up. He's walking a little gingerly on that one. That's going to go out. Throw comes in. That one's going to be kept in by Medford. Medford looking to race down this near side. That is Rudolph. Rudolph gets past his guy, spinning around, looking at his options, trying to find an opening. Gets the cross in. Oh, knocked away. Had a chance there, but Pines got a foot to it. That one's going to come out, and that'll be knocked back in. Medford with it back. Medford building through the traffic, leaves that one off. Nice little lead ball. Shot comes in. Nagel right there to clean it up. Under 15 to play. That one knocked down. Battle for it there. Still a battle. Now a whistle. That's going to be a foul against Northland Pines. And a stoppage here. Card coming out. That's going to be against number 7, Hunter Lester. He's going to be shown the yellow. Not sure what that was for. So he's going to have to come off here for the moment. Our official heading over to Coach Vochta and having a conversation with him for what the card's for. It was definitely something away from the play. He wasn't anywhere near the foul that occurred here. Might have been something that the referee played an advantage for earlier. But Rhinelander leads Anago 6-0. So Medford, everybody level or behind the balls. That one's going to be sent in. That's going to be cleared back out by Northland Pines. That's going to roll over here and out the side for a throw. Kowalski comes back to take it. Kowalski's going to throw that one in quickly. And now the whistle and the foul. So Medford will get another free kick. Shield will line it up here. Kick comes in. It's flying in. That one's going to bounce around a little bit. That one's going to be settled down and sent out the side. That is going to be a Medford throw from this near side right down near the flag. Kowalski up to take it. Kowalski steps up. He's going to throw that one over, headed down. That ball loose in front, sliding in, taking down a Medford player. No call. That could have been a penalty, and that's going to be a foul on Medford. And now the Medford player down. They're going to bring the trainer on. We're going to step aside for just a moment. We'll be back right after this. Silas Whiff, the injured Raider, he's going to walk off gingerly, but he's walking off under mostly his own power. So that's a good sign. He was the player with the ball that got called for the foul. So a little confused on that one. But Northland Pines will have the free kick here. So that's a big loss for the Raiders if Whiff can't come back on. Ball gets sent through. That one, bit of a battle there. Medford takes it away. Medford streaming forward, pulls it back now. Now they're going to chip it along that far side. That's going to go too far out for a throw. I'm going to try the long throw. That is going to be knocked in, and that'll be cleared out by Northland Pines. Jimmy there, nice little direction, gets it ahead to Shield. Shield plays that one back. And now that one's going to come in, shut down. Now a whistle, and that's going to be another foul on Medford. Taken quickly, free kick taken quickly. That's going to race downfield. Northland Pines will collect it up, trying to turn the corner. That one's going to be pulled back. Now they're going to have to play it back a little too far. Medford has it. Maybe a chance for Medford to counter. But nope, they're going to have to slow it down. Now they'll get it ahead. That one's going to squirt all the way through. And Medford slowing this down, trying to build up some pressure. Pass comes through. Having to pass it back again. Now a little release into the middle. That one's going to go back over far side. Looking, spinning across. They're going to pass that one in. Leave that one off, but the player wasn't there. But taken away by Jimmy. Jimmy pushing forward. Pulls that one back. Now pulled down. Again, Medford player pulled down. Looks like he's pulled down. Not sure. No call from the official. That one's going to come back over here near side. Looking to turn the corner. Mears that one into some feet. Now that one's going to be cleared back out. Medford sending that one back in. Headed forward, taken away. Jimmy there in the middle, though, to take it back. Passing that one back into the middle. Northland Pines will send that one over far side. Too far, that'll be out for a Medford throw. We approach 10 minutes remaining. Throw comes in. That one over the top of everybody. That's going to go out the back for a goal kick. Check that nose. Touched on the way through. Corner. Checking the score in that Rhinelander game. Cross comes in. Header up. That one's still loose. Be headed down, but Medford right back on it. Medford, that one poked away. That's going to be a Medford throw. We approach 10 minutes remaining. Throw comes in. That one's going to roll around a bit. That's going to come shooting out. It's going to be a throw. Going to try that throw again. That one's going to bounce back. Knocked down by Medford, still loose. And now free kick for Pines. One sent forward. It's going to continue going forward. Taken away by Jimmy. Jimmy trying to get the pressure forward. That one's going to come over here on the wide side for ball. Crossing that one back over a little too far. That's out for a goal kick. Eden ball in for Whiff. I doubt we'll see Whiff come back out here today, even if he is okay. No reason to risk anything further. That one's going to be sent down along the far side. Pressure there, but Medford gets it back. They get in the middle for Van Meers. Van Meers looking, trying to find an opening. Three guys surround him. They give that one up. He gives it up. Shield. That one's going to take a deflection. That should be, and it is a corner. Medford with the corner. Under 9 to play. Swings that one in. And headed out for the moment by Northland Pines. Pressure comes here. Is this one? They're going to try and keep this one in play. They do. Slide in. That's going to get out. That's going to at least slow down any counter. But gives Northland Pines a chance to run some time. Pines still keeping 6 behind the play. Is that one taken away by Aiden Ball? Van Meers fooled me for a second there. Van Meers in the middle, looking. Now he's going to send that one down. Too far for Ball and out the side for a throw. Throw is going to come in. That one headed down, out for another throw. 7.5 to go. Pines getting that one in. That one's going to come all the way across. That one's going to be sent out. Back chip. Chance here. Going to leave that one off for Jimmy. Jimmy looking over on that far side. Maybe trying to build something. Now it's got to come back out. Jimmy will get it back out near the midfield circle. Now they'll bring it over here near side. Kowalski with it. Kowalski forward. Tries to thread the needle. Not there. Pressure comes. Medford able to keep it for the moment. Tries to get around the corner. That one's going to pop out. Medford crosses that one back in, but white jersey there clears it out for the moment. That one comes back out. Pressure immediately on the ball, but Medford gets around the corner. Chips that one forward. That one's going to be sent out the side, and that's going to roll out for a Medford throw. So Medford looking maybe to set up the long throw. Nope, they're going to go short with it. That one's going to be bounces around, still bounces around, still in play. Now finally cleared out by Northland Pines. Medford will get it back. Into the middle, Jimmy looking. Jimmy looking to turn the corner. He's going to just send that one downfield, but Nagel's right there. Maybe looking for the rebound on that one. Nagel will boot it. That is going to be headed forward by Jimmy. Knocked forward again, but Northland Pines will send it back out. A little battle for it over on that far side. That's going to roll out of bounds. Throw to Medford. 6 to play. Headed back clear into the bench. Another Medford throw. A little further downfield. Throw comes in. That one is going to bounce around a little bit. Medford will settle it. Medford looking to turn the corner. Can't, but Medford gets that ball forward. Trying to find an option. Trying to find an opening against this defense. All 11 inside the 40 yards. That one sent towards goal, just wide. Just wide. Best look Medford's had at it in a while. 5 minutes to go. Free kick coming up here. That one, or excuse me, goal kick. That one's going to come out of bounds. Throw to Medford. Ball boy not nearby. Medford needs a little bit of urgency here. That throw is going to come in. That one's going to bounce around down into the corner. That one's going to go out. That's going to say goal kick. Again, Pines just taking their time. 4.5 to play. That one sent downfield. Headed down. That one bouncing through. That'll be a Pines throw. Pines takes it quickly. Surprised they took it quickly there. Usually that's a spot where you might switch throwers just to have a chance, as Pines is trying to play this one, but Medford will get it back for a moment, but can't handle it, and Pines gets it back, but Medford takes it away. Medford gets that one ahead 1, but Pines knocks it back. Medford having issues getting over midfield right now. Not what you want if you're down a goal, as that one is taken away by Northland Pines. That one will just be booted downfield. Medford forced to give chase. That one, Pines wins it. They're going to shoot that one off the back of a Medford player. Again, taking a long shot there, not necessarily what you want to do if you're looking to run time. So 3.5 to go. That pass is going to come down, trying to attack on that far side. Van Meers, little give and go. That one coming down that far sideline. Chance here maybe. Pressure comes from Northland Pines. They get behind it, play it out. That one is going to roll through. Whistle, foul. The Medford player down. Still haven't stopped the clock yet. Still haven't seen a clock stoppage from the official for the injury, but they're going to let him stay on the field. She works out to Medford's advantage a little bit. Let's see now. Medford can draw something up from this. Shot swings in from the free kick. That one loose in front. Still loose in front. That one's down. That's going to be sent out the back corner. Medford needing to set up the corner. They've got 2.5 minutes. Set this one up here. Swinging this one in. Header comes back out. Jimmy tries to get to a can't. Northland Pines a chance to run with this. Get it downfield. Van Meers gets a shove from behind. That's going to go out of bounds. That's going to be a Medford throw. 2 minutes remaining.
2 minutes left in the game.
Then they're going to catch Van Meers for being over the line on the throw. So under 2 to play. Medford needs to get this one back quickly. That one's just going to be booted downfield. Takes an odd bounce. Medford trying to corral it. Down that one. And a really late push there. That one thrown in. That one's going to be sent back out into touch. Approaching a minute remaining. Another throw, Northland Pines. Take that one short. Medford trying to get the ball back. Pines more than happy to just play the possession game on this near side. That one's going to come all the way out. Sent back downfield. Not the move you want to make there. Medford with a chance. Under a minute. They need to get this one going, but the throw goes to Northland Pines instead. Medford gets it back. They just send this one. Northland Pines heads it back out. 45 seconds remaining. This one rolling around. That one is not going to be able to be cleared out. Van Meers will pick it up. Van Meers goes down that far side. Chance here, but taken away by Northland Pines. That is going to be sent out. 30 seconds left. Chip that one forward. Northland Pines is there for the moment. That one's still loose right in front of the penalty area. 20 seconds remaining. Medford needs to find an opening. They get that one to Jimmy. Jimmy sends it over here near side for Kowalski. Kowalski giving chase. Clambered into from behind, and they're going to call the foul.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And that is going to be it. They won't get the free kick off in time. Northland Pines will get the upset win. 1-0.
Medford 0.
Don't know who got the goal.
That'll also bring the regular season to a close, but Raider Nation, we want to see you back
But
here
we
Thursday
are
night, 7 o'clock.
game, hate to say meaningless, because obviously very meaningful for Northland Pines, but Medford has gotten everything they pretty much needed. They got the conference title. They've got the 1 seed, so they get a week off. And they will play the winner of Anago and Merrill on Thursday night here at Raider Field. So after a long day of sports, I'm going to pack it up here. We will be back on the air tomorrow with Raider football. The Raiders take on Anago in their regular season finale. That is a 7 o'clock start. We'll also have a battle for first place in the Merrillwood. The Auburndale Eagles head to Colby to take on the Colby Hornets. And then we'll have highlights from the GNC cross-country meet held right here at Raider Field.